These little ducks back there, huh? Nice little pond, nice little spot, boys. Hey guys, I'm Brad Leone here with Gozney in lovely Utah, and we're cooking up a little roasted beet with tomato and some spiced yogurt sauce with some fresh herbs, a little roasted garlic, hard to beat. Good for the summer, good for any time, good as a meal as its own or a side. Limited edition, Brad Leone, Roccbox. Got a little ramp in there. It's a really cool workhorse of an oven. Beets and tomatoes, take one, Utah, Gozney. But it starts with just some beets. I like to get a little bit of red beets, and my favorite are the golden beets. You can boil them, you can steam them, peel them, and then you can chill them. You can do this ahead of time. You know, they last a while in the fridge and they're great. These are some beets left over from the dinner night that we had. So I threw the cast iron in, medium-low heat, just to get it around 400 degrees. You want to preheat the cast iron instead of just throwing it in cold. That'll really kind of help move along your cooking. And then for the beets, these are kind of cut up already a little bit. The red ones are still whole, and I'm just gonna have them. Yeah, just like that. Beautiful. A little bit of salt. You can put pepper, you do whatever you want, but a little bit of fat. I like olive oil. All right, and we're just gonna toss those up a little bit, and we'll throw them right in the cast iron and just put a little char on them. Throwing the cast iron in the Roccbox is great for pizza, great for flatbreads and stuff like that. And you can cook all types of stuff, from steak, vegetables, a lot of fish I do in these things. And yeah, I mean, it's instantly, you're starting to get some nice color on these. While those are cooking a little bit, I'm gonna peel up just a little bit of garlic. Garlic burns kind of quick, so I kind of like to cook it in stages a little, and then just do little slices. I always give it a little crush. It's easy to peel, and then it just breaks up all the oils in it. All that good garlic flavor to kind of melt into the olive oil. I like this breeze out here. We got a little backwind, no sun in my eyes. This is lovely, boys. Add a little more fat, a little olive oil and veggies, never hurt nobody. I'm gonna turn it up just a skosh, because they're already cooked, you know, because they are kind of hardy. So yeah, we got a little bit of char on the beets. I mean, to me, that's looking beautiful. Could go a little darker if you wanted to. Oh, that's making me pretty happy. Just cut up these tomatoes. And I just like to cut them into little bite-sized pieces. Best tomatoes you can get. I love a good sun gold. Same with the beets. I don't know what it is. I'm a sucker for the yellow tomatoes as well. A little sweeter, a little more mild on the acid, and just delicious. A lot of people go wrong with tomatoes. You gotta put a little salt on them always. Always season your tomatoes. Plating of the tomatoes, take two. All right, great. So we got our bowl here, and we're just gonna plate it up. We got our little spiced, kind of herbed up yogurt, a little bit of fresh lemon juice, just a little brightness and loosen it up a little. And we're just gonna do a nice little smear around on the bowl, the bottom of the bowl here. And again, I like to season on all layers. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of that dried sumac. If you're not familiar with sumac, it goes great with both of these vegetables. A little earthy kind of brightness to it as well. It's a pretty unique spice, really popular in Middle Eastern spice mixes and cuisines, but it's something that I've adopted a lot, and just a wonderful thing. Hit it with a little black pepper, put a little thyme on the bottom, and we're gonna do this again on the top as well. I'll take 2 little leaves. You can use 3 if you'd like, but I'm gonna use 2 little leaves of basil, and I like to just roll it up into a little basil joint and just give it a little chiffonade, all right? And that's just a nice little French word for cutting it into thin little fettuccinis. We're gonna fettuccine our basil, and I do a little pull cut because it slices more. Use your blade, don't chop herbs, it'll bruise them. I'm a big herb guy, especially with tomatoes and beets in the summertime. I don't know when this is coming out, but you can always daydream of the summer. And that's our nice little landing zone. All right, and then we're gonna hit it with the tomatoes. Make them real nice in the little yogurt there. All right, and this will go great with anything, man. You get some fish, you get some steak, you eat it by itself, maybe a little pita, maybe a little rice. Invite your mom over if you got one. And then we'll mix the beets right on top. And I like the hot beets to kind of sit on top of them a little. So you get a nice little mix. And this can hang out for a little. You know, you can put it out right now, or you can let it sit on the table for a little while, come to room temp a little. Everything's pretty happy here. Yeah, like that. And we'll hit it with a little more herbs. Nice, beautiful, fresh oregano. If you have a hard time finding herbs where you live, you should grow them because they grow like weeds, and there's nothing better than fresh herbs at your house. Yeah, tomato, basil, little mixed beets. How bad could that be? And always finish with a little salt. All right, and I always like to drizzle a little bit of olive oil over top. Put a little more sumac on there. Decent, a little bit of that really kind of infused garlic olive oil that was left in our skillet. Yeah, that's a good idea there, Brad. There we have it. It could be a whole course on its own. Could be a lovely little side on the table. You invite your friends over, you're doing all right. Roasted beet with some tomato, fresh tomatoes, and a little lemon yogurt spiced up sauce on the bottom. Not too bad. For the recipe, head over to Gozney.com. Love an A word, bud. One of the best things about cooking a meal is sharing it with people. And, you know, we got the crew here. All right, camera guy. It's for you, bud. Get a little, yeah, there you go. A little composed bite. He's a pro. That looks delightful, huh? Poor guy.
Oh, that's good.
It's good?
It's good.
All right, good.
It was my birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's good.
Tomatoes and beets, feeding it, camera too.